Are you an entrepreneur?
Are you brave enough to face the might of making moves charges?
It's no use standing there and thumb-sucking an answer.
Work 5 hours a day.
Yes.
You're lazy.
Have you taken samples to them? No, we haven't.
I do feel a little bit disrespected, and that's why I'm a little bit angry.
Is there any fuel on the business model?
Do you want to pitch for 50,000 Rand cash injection into your business?
The stage is set for you to be part of this amazing opportunity for young entrepreneurs.
My name is Ernest Jonkers. We have a buggy that we carry most of the time is on the road. So we're hoping to increase our sales by 30%.
So you sucked it out of your thumb?
No, we didn't suck it out of our thumb.
Well, you did. It's not based on anything.
Okay.
You were like...
Listen to me. You've got MaxiCut software.
Yes.
How much does that cost?
It's 2,500.
How I present the budget, Munna? What are the budget?
Many of us know the pain of renovating a house and the hefty price tag that comes with it. Futhi ke sesidinga isiqiniseko sokuthi amakhaya wethu siwashiye ezandleni zabantu abawaziyo umsebenzi abawenzayo. uLebuhang umphathi wenkampani yaziwa ngokuthiwa ke iPhatsima Kitchens and Projects. Yena ke ufuna ukukusiza uma ngabe kuzeni erenovate ikhaya lakho.
My name is Ernest Jonkers, owner of Phatsima Kitchens and Projects. At Phatsima Kitchens and Projects, we specialize in carpentry and interior contracting. What makes us unique is that Phatsima Kitchens, it's 100% and managed own business operating in South Africa.
Insizwa sobesichitha usuku naye namhlanje ithi yona ke kuba ngusomabhizinisi into esegazini lakhe. Ubaba wakhe lo mlisana wayengusomabhizinisi kodwa ngeshwa akazange ke yena ke aphumelele kwezamabhizinisi. Namhlanje lo mlisa uthi yena ke uzoziguqula ke zonke lezo zinto lezo. Njengoba ke yena engene kulona kuleli business ubaba wakhe wayelenza. Move. Budayisa amabheki, ma-happies, made a bit of profit, decided to ayekela leyo nkundla leyo ungena kule. Why?
Okay, no, it's a family business that Batswedi Baga have been doing, and one of my siblings, and then selling hair pieces and hair bags. Lele business here, I was still at varsity, so some cash to party out with friends and all of that. But I started having a bigger picture, just registered the company, but it was an enterprise. I wasn't specializing in anything. Then I just chose to be in carpentry.
What gives you the edge and take it further? Because Ubawako was in business, but
carpentry is a very specialized industry. I believe not too many people are skilled in the industry. And look, I'm always listening on television. The government is preaching manufacturers, black industrialists and stuff like that. So I just wanted to establish an industry so that I don't find myself hanging all over, saying, calling myself a business person, but I don't know what I'm specializing into.
What exactly are you doing, Lama, in Salah?
Okay, here we have started by designing the kitchens. We did all the planning of the interior work. Then now we're installing your kitchen cupboards, your linen cupboards, and your vanities and wardrobes for the bedrooms.
So for one Lama unit, you need
yes.
Now let's talk a bit about the services that you provide to your clients, or the services that you guys do lana ekaya kwa Phatsima.
Okay, what we do your 3D designs for our work, because it must be planned properly before we come to site. We do installations, we do material supply like your granite, and other stuff like your flooring, wooden floors and stuff. That's what we do, your bulkhead ceiling. That's what we do at Phatsima Kitchens.
Yes, sir. How much was it Leah investor and yasebenza towards in this whole thing that we have now?
But I would say anything under 800 because I first started with buying drilling machines, your screwdrivers, your drill bits. So the rest were your consumables, which it's money recoverable from clients. Yes.
So when you say 800, 800 rand, 800,000
rand.
Okay,
yes,
no, I just wanted to be sure about that
800
one.
Rand.
What makes yours stand apart from abantu futhi abakule nkundla le obuyona?
Look, on our side, we try not to compromise quality. Yes, because you know the type of material come from different suppliers. But once you're in the industry, you know which material to use and what material not to use. But at the end of the day, it's your quality control that determines your final product.
Yes. I know that you work with your brother.
Sure.
What informed or what made you take that decision to sebenze nomfo in a business scene?
This was one of my first biggest projects ever. With the experience that he has, like he said, over 12 years, managing such a project was going to give me a headache as a startup in the business. So I decided to call him for his expertise and advice because, yeah, this is not just an easy job that one can just say they know it from the get-go.
I was introduced into his business. With my experience, let me just get a more business in Phatsima so that Phatsima can grow, and then if a business it will maybe in future change the life get a youth under high sharp.
Who are your clients? Who do you usually target?
Okay, my clients are people basically outside Gauteng. Yes, because this way development is. Inside, outside Gauteng. This way you find development and stuff. So we haven't been to that stage that we are contracted by municipalities or parastatals, but basically your private clients.
You don't have all the machinery, you've got some of it.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself a disciplined entrepreneur?
Ulebanga, wayengumuntu ogangile ke yena esikoleni. Lokho ke kwakumenza ukuthi njalo nje ezithole sehhovisi lika thisha Nhloko. Namhlanje lo mlisa lona kusesiguqulile izindlela zakhe njengoba ke sengena kweza amabhizinisi. Sixoxisana noma wakhe nabangani bakhe abasitshela kabanzi ukuthi lo mlisa lona wayenjani ke yena lapha esikoleni.
Because like you know, those bully guys known by every student, but more or less, I was just like any other naughty kid in school. I was told by school we came with a peri-peri chili, so we had to retouch the chicken, okay? Retouch the chicken. And we remember any chicken, once we touch some home with the chili, so it will be running fast. So we threw the teacher with it, actually the principal by then.
Yeah, then I was very big chaos.
Kaurba naughty mo school, have I metric dancing, Bali 65. So Ernest re tlo rotuba maya kaofela re starta ko office ya principal. Ba sentse a manka mo ballooning. Ba fitla ba beya mo hodima desk ya high, so ke sene ba batlo ba kobela sona hore Ernest naughty and again a leader one.
So ba re tseya le Ernest ra go officing ba fonela batswadi. Na unfortunately papa kana le go vendor, so na ka strike ba vendor tlam for meeting on, but mama Ernest at in behalf of papa Kali yena self. Yeah.
Principal on phone etse are ke tle sekolong ka pele before 10, e ka re ne le ka bo 8 o'clock in the morning. Are before 10 o tle, and then ha o tla o itse gore o tlo tseya ngwana ha o mo isa hae.
And then na kwatile Mama Ernest, but Mama Ernest came through understanding. We understand okay, but na le fun part ya bona, and le matija ba tsona understand lo tse ding tse. Ke ilo tsa ke reactions tsa bantse ba tlo dirang of ya sona le dilo. Yeah.
Yo, nentsa ba itse gore next itse gore ha ke fitla mola ka gore a itse le nna gore ke bogalo. Ha ke tsena fela go sekolo a re mama ke kopa o scan sharp. Ke re nka so sharp ke batla o itse gore o dirile eng. Why ke bitsiwa mo sekolong? Gona o tlo fetsaneng gore o sekotlolo ke bitsiwa mo sekolong. Ara mama ha ba nkutlwelle se ke se buang. And then ba batla nna go utlwelle bona fela. Ke re no mara ka gore o ngwana o tle sekolong. Santse o utlwelle se mo sekolong ba reng ba se batla. O tletse go tlo ithuta mo sekolong.
Lebu was born Komaopane, grew up Komaopane, later moved to Pretoria West, studied around Pretoria. My primary was in Maopane, high school was in Pretoria West, and after matriculating I went to Boston, then and Unise.
Ko sekolong o ne a rata gore ha ba tlo go tlogela sele ko mora o ipatla mo gotlhe. Ke motho wa batlang go itse se se dirwang.
Primary, I was playing soccer because Komaopane township schools, you only get soccer or athletics.
A rata go tshameka le kickboxing and then le cycling. Ke na le bana ba batlhano, Ernest kwa bofelo ke ba godisitse ka gore a itse modimo ba goletse ka mo kerekeng ene ke batho ba ba kopanang ka metlha ka gore ke ba rutile gore a le bana ba motho le tshwanetse le dule fatshe le kopane le bue dilo tsa lona tsa bophelo.
My relationship with my siblings, I would say it's quiet, pleasant. We don't argue a lot. We have something in common because we all entrepreneurs.
Yo o gopo thata le bona ke motho a ratang go phela le bona gore ha khone gore a ka dula maybe le bo 2 hours a sa ba founela. Ho sa itse Ernest o tla nagana ka re Ernest ke motho o ratang dintwa because o ke motho a bolela thata ke motho wa di-joke ene ke motho wa manganga hape gore ha rate gore wena o ka mmotsa selo ena o batla gore ena a botse wena ene wena o dumeletse ena a se botsa.
If Phatsima approach right or asimbone pila ngare o aggressive in most cases.
I just like to see people laughing around me because you know, when you're in business, you're always stressing about something. Something must be done. So I'm one person that I don't want the next person to see whether I'm stressing or not. I'm a chill guy. Most people, they will be surprised seeing me angry because wherever I am, it's just jokes, people laughing, and then life carry on.
Ibhizinisi lika Lebohang ligxile kakhulu ke lo nekusizeni abantu abasha njengoba ke yena ke sebenzisana nabo esikhathini esiningi. 80% of his labor comprises of young people who receive training on site. It will be interesting to know if that has added any value into the business as he speaks to Pepsi.
Arrival and making moves. I'm here to see Pepsi. I'm a bit nervous, but I'll see how it goes.
Ernest Jonkers is a serial entrepreneur and he's tried his hands at several different things in order to earn money. he's finally settled on the carpentry business, which is a trade that he learned from his father. So he's here to unpack some of the challenges he faces in making his own mark in this crowded industry. Lebogang, welcome to Making Moves.
Good.
Okay.
Sure.
Take a seat,
Okay.
man.
Thanks.
So, how do you find yourself in the carpentry business?
Carpentry business is a fully monopolized industry. That's my belief. I'm 2 years into the industry. My challenges that we're facing are machinery, workshop space, and overhead.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the business profitable?
The business is profitable, but during our first year, we ran a loss for about 20,000, but most of the money was invested in tools.
Okay, and how did you fund that loss?
The loss, when you are small, you not really look into your financials. You'll only notice once they're doing your annual financial statements, but we kept on going unaware that we are running on a loss. So we started the new year on a loss of 20,000, like I said, but this year we're hoping on making a turnover over a par. Okay,
this year, I've seen your numbers seem to be improving. But you're complaining about overheads. Yes. What's the challenge there?
Overheads, we're talking at our service fees from suppliers where we buy material, because we buy material and they also charge us to do the cutting, edges, and all the extra work needed for all the projects we're doing. So most of the profits are going into that space. Because what we do in this industry, we buy from suppliers, we give them sizes and how the edges must be applied into wood, and your pothole fillers where the hinges must be installed and stuff. So we give them what we need, but they charge us, and they charge us at the price. Because if you see over 3 months you've spent 72,000 rand, I think that's money you could have bought a machinery. But at the same time, buying machinery without a workshop, you're still frustrated.
Okay, because I want a workshop.
Yes.
You don't have all the machinery, you've got some of it.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself a disciplined entrepreneur? Are you a disciplined businessman?
I would say I'm a disciplined entrepreneur, but I believe that no one knows business. We learning every day in the environment. We must learn something new. So there's no master of business, I believe. We keep on learning.
So why do you pay so many of your personal expenses through the business?
Most of my personal expenses, they seem as they are my personal expenses because it's your contract phones that I use for myself and business, and then also the fuel cost. Because while you look at fuel cost, the same car that I'm driving, I use it for
like
yes.
Diaparo,
yes.
Grocery,
yes.
Entertainment, those kinds of things are not business expenses.
Look.
So diaparo, what do they have to do with the business, and why is the business paying for your clothes?
In terms of groceries, it's not the grocery that I buy for me staying at home. It's a grocery that I buy for my workers at site. Most of the time. Yeah, but look, once in a while I will spoil myself as the owner of the business. But it's not like it's an every monthly thing, but yeah, I'm not even aware of that.
So if you were a little bit more disciplined with your business expenses and you tightened the belt a little bit more and didn't run personal expenses through the business, then on a project you have 700,000 lady profits that day, you can go and reinvest to a workshop or to a machine. Your older brother used to have his own carpentry business.
Yes. That
didn't work out.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What's that dynamic like? It feels, I'm not sure if I'd be able to do that. It feels a bit uncomfortable.
He's not working for me. He's contracted by me to do a division of work at site, because that required skilled people, and then I didn't want to take chances, because remember, the team that I'm having was trained by me. And remember, it's a big project. You need to fast track your time. you need your output levels must be.
So after Sekunda is done,
yes,
he's not going to continue working for you unless you get another project that requires him.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now how do you manage that? I mean, what happens if he doesn't deliver? So when he's late or he's done something wrong, how do you manage that?
He has targets that he must abide by. That's my motive. Then we can be siblings later.
And if he doesn't, you're willing to fire him?
Definitely, yes.
Okay, Ogamo fire and it's about the work.
Okay. It's about the work.
So I'm going to send you off for a coaching session, and you're going to speak to one of our very experienced business coaches who's going to give you some advice. Maybe you can talk about how do you grow this business, how do you market, how do you get into new markets and grow the size of the business, and also how do you reinvest and how do you apply some discipline so that you can get the business up to a certain size in the quickest possible time.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
I really love what Lebogang did. He took a business that his family had been in and jumped into the same industry, modernized it, and now he's taking it forward. It's clear that he's got a knack for entrepreneurship. But the business still lacks all the equipment that he needs and a workshop, which sometimes derails its growth prospects. He's going for a coaching session to get some pointers on how to take the business to the next level.
The interview went very well. He highlighted a few points that I need to be disciplined about, and I'll have a look at that because some of them I'm unaware of, and pay attention to managing the business more, I would say more accurately, and save up a bit of cash towards our goals. It's 3 equipment, 3 machineries, and we need to have a workshop.
I think Lebogang's business acumen and his financial acumen could improve a little bit.
Ukungabi nemishini ekahle yokusebenza enye ke ama challenges uLebogang abhekene nawo. He's been struggling to invest profits into the equipment because of high operational costs in the industry. Udinga izingcebiso ezizomsiza ukuthi yena akwazi ukonga imali futhi ke akwazi nokuthuthukisa ke abasebenzi bakhe ukuze bakwazi ukwenza umsebenzi ngendlela elungile.
When you say the operating overheads, tell me more about that.
We're talking about the service fees and amounts we pay into external suppliers where we're requiring raw material from. Yes.
I think Lebogang's business acumen and his financial acumen could improve a little bit. So what's the plan to reduce this cost?
The plan of reducing this cost is for us having our own machines and tools and a workshop space.
Okay.
That's the only way we're going to win this battle.
Because obviously those tools don't come cheap, neither does that space that you need to rent out. So how are you going to get this money? What have you tried so far?
Look, what we've tried doing it on our own.
How?
Hoping that we were going to find, these lucrative deals that one would save up or take what was supposed to be going to external suppliers and buy machinery.
Lebogang can get better at articulating how he's going to get there. That workshop he needs, that machinery he needs, then obviously the contracts to make that setup work. How's he going to get there and what's he actually going to do? You said that you've done about 10 kitchens this year, right? There's some very important principles that you should be learning out of how you manage those jobs so that when the big lucrative deal does come, first of all, that it actually comes, but 2, that you use the funds correctly. So you need to be able to work out your plan to do things step by step. Hanyan.
Yes.
I mean, if I asked you today, how much was your machinery? How much is your machinery that you need?
The machinery that we're looking as fundamentals are 300,000.
Okay.
It's 3 equipment, 3 machineries, and we need to have a workshop. The sooner you get them, you must have a workshop. You motivated them not to keep on pushing hard, or I shouldn't just allow the problem to exist. I should be doing something about it. Yes.
There are people available, ko Soshanguve, ko Mamelodi, who are hosting incubators, places where young people like him can work. He's not thinking about that. He's not exploring that. Why? Because he thinks I don't have the machinery. You need to grapple with the fact that, you know what, I might need to go out and get this in debt. But as soon as you approach a debt house like CFA, like it's even too small for the IDC. So let's maybe speak about a small enterprise funding agency.
Yes.
As soon as you approach them, there's some principles and some behaviors that they're going to need to see from you in order to guarantee them that you can actually pay back that debt.
Yes.
So the problem isn't actually the fact that you don't have 300,000 rand. 300,000 rand is out there. Depends on how urgently you want to find it, and it depends on how much you want it. You're going to pitch for 50,000 rand to come into your business. Do you know what you're going to spend your 50,000 rand on?
Yes.
Tell me.
It will be buying site tools,
Okay.
the tools that we need at site.
Okay.
It will be going to marketing, vehicle branding. It will be going to buying accounting softwares in terms of pricing.
Okay.
And for us to oversee whether we're running at a loss, and then your spreadsheet as part of accounting to see what stock we have, because currently we don't have any system that counts stock in terms of consumables that we use on a daily basis. Yes.
Okay. Sounds like there's a whole plan around the things that you need. So what I need you to come prepared to do tomorrow is to present that plan. Don't just present, as you told me, an accounting software,
Yes.
some advertising fees, because that doesn't speak to a greater goal. It doesn't speak to actions that we can hold you accountable to, because accountability is a big thing,
Sure.
right? So I want you to present a plan that all of us can hold you accountable to.
Most of answers are things that I've been overseeing, and they really exist.
What are you outsourcing at the moment? What will the saving be? And how do we take it from there?
What we do, basically, in terms of us cutting costs, acquiring...
You're not answering the question.
Okay.
Listen to me.
Thank you, Sfukusam. But we lose a picture today. How do you feel?
A bit nervous, but I know my story, I think. I'll do the presentation as much as I can.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Okay, what's making you nervous, Bana? First time you picture, or you just enjoy you pitching for something else, or picture like different?
It's the first time I'll be pitching for something like this. And usually I don't do a lot of proposals to people as I funded the business. So yeah, I've never done anything like this before. Sure.
Baglindila ma-charges. Shona konyo picture mfana kithi.
Sure, bro.
All the best, ne?
Yes, bro.
Thank you. Ungadluli.
Everyone, welcome back to Making Moves. How are you feeling?
A bit nervous.
A bit nervous?
Yes.
Take a deep breath. That wasn't a deep breath, man. Take a deep breath. Yeah? Okay. So you have got 4 minutes to pitch your business. You spent some time with Okela yesterday and had a coaching session. You haven't met Martine. She's our fellow judge and the toughest one on the panel. And you're going to present your business, tell us what you would like to do with 50,000 Rand and why we should give it to you. And your 4 minutes starts now.
My name is Ernest Jonkers, owner of Phatsima Kitchens and Projects. You can find us by calling us on 081 2600 401 083 479 5607, or follow us on Instagram, Phatsima Group Holdings, and also like our page, Phatsima Kitchens and Projects. We are a young, dynamic kitchen installers, interior designing for households and developers. The business is fully owned and managed by 100% black youth. Why this 50,000 Rand is so important to us? we'll first start by acquiring a MaxCAD software. In so doing that, it will also help us in terms of pricing and giving our clients accurate quotations. Secondly, we'll also acquire designing software, AutoCAD, for clear and proper visualizations for projects, plans of what the client is buying, unlike us doing the actual sketch out of hand. That doesn't sound convincing to clients. The rest of the money will also be used in marketing. We have a buggy that we carry most of the time is on the road. So we're hoping to increase our sales by 30% when we have branded the vehicle, because most of the time is on the road. You'll see later on our financials that we spend a lot of money on fuel. We'll also acquire tools. These are your latest construction tools in terms when we are establishing a new site or renovation of houses, because we usually used to tamper with copper pipes, electrical pipes while installing the units, because we don't have detectors of those pipes. This is our financial year that ended 2017 February. Our sales was 554,956 cents. If you check on our expenses, most of our expenses were used on labor, transport cost, and raw materials. So the 50,000 will also acquire us by getting tools that will help us work efficient at site and also save time. The rest of the money we will also acquire a workshop that will cover us for the next 3 months. In so doing that, because our challenge now is that we go to clients' houses and assemble structures there. Sometimes we work between Pretoria and Johannesburg. So it's about 60 kilos that we must travel every day. We lose time, production time, and we're working by the client's terms and conditions, because sometimes they're going away on weekends. We can't work on a Saturday or Friday. So our days are very shortened there. And then another thing, most of our months also, by us acquiring a place, will save about 40% of travel costs, which that travel cost we can also use it as an additional saving towards acquiring industrial machines for our business to become more efficient. Then we'll also cut on your food allowances, because this is one thing we've been doing wrong to our workers, because our workers were being subsidized with food. So also those other savings will add up to the 50,000 rand.
All right, sir, your time is up. I hope you've been able to cover everything that you wanted to go through. We're going to go into a short question and answer session. I've got 2 quick questions for you. How did you come up with a 30% increase in sales from branding your vehicles?
The 30% in sales, the figure, for us to even arrive at that figure, we do about 12 houses a year. And with only advertising through Facebook and Instagram. So we believe that by us getting out there with the vehicle branding, that will increase our sales by 30%. That's a target that we believe it's reachable within the next financial year.
So you sucked it out of your thumb?
No, we didn't suck it out of our thumb.
Well, you did. It's not based on anything.
Okay.
You were like,
no.
It could have been 15, it could have been 25, it could have been anything.
No,
it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. You sucked it out of your thumb. That's okay. I'm not saying it's wrong, right, but it's not based on anything. Okay, la?
Lebogang, who currently does your costings?
Costing, I'm the one who does it.
So you basically take a spec and you submit it to your supplier, yes, and they come back with the cost for you?
Yes.
So essentially, somebody who stands to benefit from your costs being particularly high is taking over your costings. And you don't you think that that's a reason that you're spending so much on raw material?
No, I fully agree with you. Hence, we would like to acquire the software called MaxCAD.
Yeah.
And MaxCAD will come hand in hand with accounting software. Yeah. Meaning MaxCAD will give us the list of hardware, raw material that we need for a project. Okay. And then after us being quoted, we can use the accounting software to do pricing.
But what can you do? Because software does basically, it's optimized what people used to do. So what can you do now currently to actually manage that cost? Because there's something probably that you can physically do, something that you can control that would get and reel that cost in.
I would say it has we have two approaches on it. We have a short-term and a long-term solution. The short-term would be by us working towards getting machinery as quick as possible.
Short-term?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that will also cut our costs, because what happens in the industry, you can't estimate. Because these guys, they charge us, for example, there's a thing called edging. They'll charge you per meter. And what happens with that edging, you find for a project of about 50 units, you need about 10,000 meters by 8 rand. So that might be 80,000 rand. There's the short term of us acquiring the machinery. In a long term, we need to have relations with the manufacturer so that we can do it on our own.
I don't see you giving us the figures of what your software, your design, your marketing and your tools, how much you'll be spending on that, and the calculation of how much that'll translate in saving on a monthly basis. What are you outsourcing at the moment? What will the saving be? And how do we take it from there?
Okay. Outsourcing, what we do basically, in terms of us cutting costs, acquiring.
You're not answering the question. Okay. Listen to me. You've got MaxiCut software.
Yes.
How much does that cost?
It's 2,500.
How present the budget, Munna? What are the budget?
Of the whole thing, the budget goes around 48,000.
Yeah, but you need to break it down. Have you got the breakdown?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's not on my presentation.
Oh, so your budget in terms of how much each of these things is going to cost is not on your presentation?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
It's a pleasure. I would say when it's a 50-50 thing, I think the 4 minutes wasn't enough for me. But the judges have made some few points that I need to improve on. Yeah.
If I look at something like his costings, you can't give your costings away.
But you didn't have a slide that showed a breakdown, your costing.
Yeah, I think by me not including the pricing, the breakdown of it in the slide, yeah, my work against me is.
Let's call him back in. So, deliberation time. Okela, you had a look on your face. What do you think?
Yeah, he doesn't listen. Lebogang didn't listen. I spoke to him specifically about cascading goals, right? And breaking up a big goal into little steps, right? Right now it feels like there's a point he needs to get to, and there's where he is, and there's a huge gap. Yeah. And he's not building a bridge to get to the other side, you know, not in thumb-sucking numbers, not in how he's going to get the machinery, not in clearly articulating what's short-term and what's long-term. Short-term and long-term are the same, you know, so that's a pity.
They basically wanted to know about the sums of things that we need, about the 50,000, which we haven't prepared. I only prepared them, but they were not included in the proposal.
So he spoke to machinery, advertising, software, and obviously 50,000 is not going to get him all of that.
Yeah.
And he presented a picture where 50,000, in my mind, if I was listening to him for the first time, I would think, okay, 50,000 is enough to get him a warehouse, equipment,
and maybe
software,
some tools.
and some. But it actually isn't. It's not nowhere near enough in terms of what he needs.
For me, I think what I was trying to ask him was, what out of these 4 things is going to give you the quickest return on so if it's tools, if you're outsourcing some stuff now because you don't have the tools and you're going to be saving 30%, it makes sense to then spend the money with the tools and take the 30% saving and then do. I don't think that exercise has been done.
You came to pitch for 50,000.
Sure.
Umele uchaza ukuthi 50,000 uzosebenzisa kanjani.
Sure.
But you didn't have a slide that showed a breakdown, your costing, which is what they asked for.
Yes, yes.
Do you think that was wise not having that slide?
Yeah, I think by me not including the pricing, the breakdown of it in the slide, yeah, my work against me is.
So he gets a job, gives the person the brief.
Gives the person the brief, the measurements.
And that person costs.
And essentially that person costs. He puts probably a bit of a markup, adds some labor to it, and that's his business. So it almost, if you were to look at it in a funny way, feels like he's actually a middleman.
Yeah,
yes.
Agent.
You know, like, get this
he's an intermediary.
Type thing.
What he can do with the measurements essentially is Pepsi. He can send it out to the timber cities, to those people, to those guys. What he's currently doing is he's sending it out to the likes of, what's this, kitchen people. So it's another.
Sending out to another kitchen maker person.
Correct.
So, and this is what these people are specializing in.
Yeah.
You know, so 3 quotation process, guys.
Exactly.
1.1.
And you know what? The sad reality for me is that the builders, the timber cities, they have that service where they actually put it into a system for you and they kick out. So you're buying directly from supplier at the end of the day. And then you can still mark that up 10-15%, you get a little, but he can't mark up anything on the raw material now because it's already price heavy.
If I look at something like his costings, you can't give your costings away. You can't go and take the one thing that matters to you most and go and put it on someone else's table and hope that they'll come up with a solution that's best for you. We're all in business. We're all going to maximize our profits. You know what I'm saying? So I had hoped he'd say something around a human element of what he's going to do to manage that cost, you know.
And you can. You can. You absolutely can. And then the other thing is there's free software available to these types of stuff. So it just shows that they don't research what is readily available to them that will maybe not do exactly what MaxiCut does, put it into an accounting system, etc., but it will bring out the element where he's in charge of the cost.
Let's call him back in.
Let's go find out ukuthi ithini impumela yakho.
Okay.
Judges are waiting for you.
Sure.
All the best, ne?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
All right, welcome back. How do you think you did with your pitch?
Well, I don't think I did very well.
Scale of 1 to 10?
Say about 5.
About a 5?
Sure.
Okay, I think that's quite fair. Okay, we're going to start off giving you a series of comments, what we thought about your pitch, what we think about your business, and then we're going to give you some tasks post that. Are you ready to get some feedback? Okay. So my comment is really around your discipline in the business. And, you know, at the moment, you don't inspire a lot of faith based on your behavior in terms of being willing to do the hard work in the business. And that doesn't mean, you know, you speak to a lot of people and they're willing to work hard, but not necessarily on the right things. So the hard work of, you know, sitting and really trying to figure out how to optimize your business, or, you know, the research that needs to be done. So the work, everybody wants to do the work that they're comfortable doing. They want to work hard doing the work that they're comfortable doing, and that's not always the work that the business needs. Do you understand the difference? Do you know what I mean? So you could be a carpenter and be willing to work 18-hour days doing the carpentry side of the business, when really what you need to do is work 5 hours doing the carpentry and work the rest of the time doing the other not so pleasant office things that nobody else knows how to do. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, Lo?
I just want to emphasize what he's saying, and it's that you have something to steward here. You're young, you're brave, you started a business, you pay people's salaries, they get to feed their families, that's great, you know. But in order for that to reach its full potential, you have to do the difficult things. Listen, listen. And when you listen, take yourself out of it. When we're speaking these things, we're speaking them to you, but it's not necessarily about you, it's about the things that you do. And if you understand that, you'll be able to take that in, keep the person who you are, who's brave, who's courageous, who started this business, and change his habits into the guy who can grow this thing into something that can, you know, allow people to experience your art in kitchens, in units, in cupboards. So work on the tough things. Sure. Go back to doing the things that you're not comfortable with.
Lebogang, you know, I sound like a stuck record saying this to entrepreneurs all the time, but you are pitching to investors. And when you're pitching to investors, your numbers are critical. It's the holy grail of pitching. You cannot come to a panel ever and not have what you're spending and how that is going to relate to return on investment. Break it down into the critical components of what is going to give you the shortest return so that you can utilize those funds to achieve the other things. Okay.
So we're going to give you a series of tasks. I think Okela's going to start off with the task that she would like you to go and do.
I want you to start finding more suppliers. You need a 3 quotation process. So if you need to source something, you need to go to more than 1 or 2 people to do it, or else those people will always have you at the cuff. They'll always know that you'll always come back. They'll always know that you'll always accept whatever they give you. So you don't know if that cost is optimal. You don't need software for that. You just need to go around and look for more suppliers.
Yeah. Sure. Martin?
And I'm going to talk about software. Firstly, you need to go and buy your own software. If it's 2,500 Rand, a shirt costs less than that. So you have no excuse to buy your own software. But also go and research what is available online, because there is free software available. It's basic, it doesn't translate into an accounting system, but that's something you can bridge at a later stage. Once you get the costings right, take the savings from there and then reinvest that into the business.
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, my brother, unfortunately, you're not going through to the next round. We wish you the best of luck. You've got a good business. Okela did say to you, you're brave and you're doing something incredible, and we need more people like you. But go do some extra work and come back when you're ready.
Okay, thanks. Thank you for the opportunity. I think it gave me more exposure for my business. They highlighted things that I think I wasn't really paying attention to, especially my finances. So it was a huge learning curve for us, and it inspired just to keep on going.
If you are an entrepreneur and would like to be featured on the show, contact us on makingmoves@sabc.co.za or visit our website.